People in northern Colorado are finding mud and misery this morning. They're coming home after a week of massive flooding. And now a new worry, oil contamination. The death toll now stands at 7. 3 others are missing and presumed dead. The number of people unaccounted for is down to about 140. And a special group is being launched to fix 200 miles of highway and 50 bridges damaged in the flooding. Anna Werner is in Boulder, Colorado. Anna, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie, and good morning to you, Nora. And as the floodwaters recede, yes, some people are beginning to ask whether they should be worried about leaks from the many oil and gas operations in this region. We got to look at some of those for ourselves.
In Weld County, Colorado, bright green liquid sits in a pit below a tank tipped by floodwaters. The video was taken by activist Suzanne Spiegel and her group, Frack Free Colorado.
We, walked up to it, and at first it was just the smell that hit me, and I literally immediately became lightheaded.
So far, the state has identified 10 spills caused by the floods, including one that has sent over 5,000 gallons of oil into the South Platte River.
Not that any pollution is a good thing.
At a press conference Thursday, Colorado's governor said the spills weren't excessively large.
The several small spills that we had have been very small relative to the huge flow of water through here.
We are responding exceptionally well.
Tisha Schuler is president of the Colorado Oil and Gas Association.
Do you feel like you know at this point the extent of all possible leaks?
Certainly not. As floodwaters recede, we continue to monitor and inspect.
She says roughly 10% of the 2,000 sites in the floodplain have yet to be inspected. We flew over the area to see flooded sections for ourselves.
As we look down there, we see tanks sitting in the floodwaters. We saw one tank lying on its side.
But Schuler says that doesn't mean the tank is leaking.
There are numerous tanks that have been askew that are not compromised.
Spiegel isn't convinced.
We're unable to see if they're leaking because they're submerged in water, and that's water you don't want to be touching. It's like a toxic sludge at this point.
Now, that Oil and Gas Industry Association says that their operators began shutting down wells Wednesday night when they started to hear flood warnings. But as she pointed out, there are areas that have not been seen yet where they can't really tell whether there could have been damage or leaks. Charlie, Nora, back to you.
Anna, thanks.